If you guys want to be in with a chance of winning 100,000 coins on Ultimate Team in my October giveaway, all you need to do is leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Best of luck and enjoy the video. Hey guys, TOTW here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the best players to invest in from Team of the Week 6. As always, if you get the right players at the right prices, you're guaranteed to make yourself thousands and thousands of coins. And in these videos, I'll show you guys who I'd recommend investing in and at what prices. So if you guys do enjoy the video, if you do, don't forget to leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get straight on into it with the goalkeeper in the starting 11, and that is Pickford. Currently he's going for just over 43,000 coins. I reckon he can hit about maybe 33k at his lowest point. I reckon that'll be anywhere between Thursday evening, and currently recording this video at 5 PM on Thursday, probably around like 8 o'clock when FUT Champion Awards have been out for a while and a lot of cards will have been packed. Anywhere between then and Sunday is going to be when we're going to see a low point. It depends and it's hard to predict, so just keep an eye on the market, and when you see these cards start to kind of level out at a low price, it's a good time to buy. But I think Pickford's a decent investment. He is a good player in this game. He's the best English keeper on Ultimate Team, and I think if you can get him for about 30, maybe 30k or so, try and snipe him, get him for about that, he could be a good investment. Moving up into the defense, we have got, what's this guy's name? Duffy. Really good investment. One of my favorite in this Team of the Week. I think he can easily go up to like 16, 17, 18k with Premier League Player of the Month hype in the future in a week or two. And you'll be able to get him for probably 10.5 to 11k during FUT Champion Rewards. Currently he's going for 11k anyway. But I think if you guys snipe him or bid on him, you'll be able to get him super cheaply. And he's the type of player I'd recommend massing investing in. If you're looking for someone to do that with, this is the guy, because you can go through, just bid on loads of him, get like 10 or 20 for maybe 10,000 coins or so, keep them on your transfer list, and I guarantee they will rise up to at least 15k or so in the future, just because he's a Premier League inform. So you can guarantee that with Player of the Month hype. Very good investment. A discard one, but probably the best discard price investment in this entire Team of the Week. We've also got Lala, who I really like as an investment. His card is crazy good. It is his second inform version, and I mean, he is one of the best right backs on the game, and possibly the best right back in the league. Now you've got an inform Meunier as well, but I believe Lala's got a fair amount more pace than him, and they have quite similar cards, and Lala is a lot cheaper as well. He's currently going for, I believe, around about 35 to 40k. I've seen his price vary a bit, but I reckon he'll drop to maybe 28, kind of maybe 27, 28, 29k. That kind of price range, upper 20s, I reckon is where he'll drop to at his lowest. So if you can snipe him for maybe like 25 to maybe 28k, somewhere around that. I mean, it's just rough estimates. You'll see kind of where his price drops to. If it keeps dropping lower than that, obviously you can wait and try and get him as cheaply as possible. But that's kind of a rough kind of area where I'd recommend looking at him and trying to pick him up for, because I think this is a really good card. He's good for SBCs, and he's a very useful player as well. We've also got this guy here, another right back called Demaria, and he's playing in the Bundesliga. And if you look at the other options in this position, I actually think he's the best right back in the Bundesliga on Ultimate Team. You've got Joshua Kimmich, who is higher rated. I believe he's 85, but he is significantly slower. I think he's got like more than 10 less pace than Demaria, and pace is important for fullbacks. You've got Piszczek, who's kind of like a B-Tech version of him. He's got quite similar stats, but he's got less in each of them really, and I mean, you don't really have many other options. So I think Demaria is probably the best option now in at right back in at the Bundesliga. He's a player who I've actually been using in my new FUT Champions team, and he is pretty good. So I've built a team around him that I will be using next weekend, and like, he does actually look good. He's got 84 pace, 82 physical, good stats going forwards, and he's 6'2" with high medium work rate. So I think if you can get him for discard price, which is what he's pretty much going for now, like 10 to 11k, very good investment. I could see him rising up to at least kind of 15, 16k in the future. I think Eggstein's good if you get him for discard price. He's got a good, well-rounded card, really safe investment there. Bundesliga, German, good for Player of the Month there. Can't really go wrong. I think Fabian's a good investment as well if you can get him for around about 15k or so. Maybe try and snipe him. He's currently going for just over 20, but he will definitely drop lower. He's got a really nice, well-rounded card. He's Spanish and plays in the Serie A, so good for hybrids there. And he has got 4-star skill moves and is 6'2", so all round a very nice card if you can get him for maybe 15, 16k or below. Another very similar card is Vecino. He's also 6'2", also has 4-star skills. He's a little bit cheaper because he's a little bit lower rated and has a harder nation to link into teams. But he does have a nice, well-rounded card. He's currently going for around 15k or so. And I think if you can get him a little bit lower, maybe like 13 to 14k, he could be a good investment to pick up. Playing for Inter Milan, you can link him to the likes of Nainggolan, Icardi, lots of other good players, so a decent investment there. We've then got one of the big players in this team of the weekend, that is Anthony Martial. One of the best investments, I think, if you can get him at the right price. Currently he's going for about 260, 270k. I think maybe kind of like 230, 240k, that kind of price range. I'm not sure if he'll drop that low. I don't really like him at this price, but I think if he drops a little bit lower, I think he could definitely be a good one. About 240, 230k, that kind of price is what I'm thinking. And if we see pros start to use him, I think his price will go up a lot. He is already a very popular player on this game, and I think he's definitely one of the best ones in this team of the week. But the issue with some of these high-end informs, and why I may not invest in them myself, is because we've got Black Friday coming up, and with that a lot of high-end players will drop in price, so I don't really think he'll rise that much. If you're going to invest in this guy, it's probably going to be more of like a short-term investment that you get and then maybe sell next week before the weekend league. So I'm not sure. I'd kind of be a little bit wary of trading with the high-end cards, so these four specifically, just because we have got Black Friday. Huge market crash is coming up soon. We have Demaria though as our next potential investment. He's going for about 90k right now. The issue with Demaria is he's got 2-star weak foot, not very good shooting. You don't see anyone use Demaria on an Ultimate Team. Like, if you're looking for a winger from PSG or from the Ligue 1, you're going to go with Neymar. Demaria just isn't really that good. Like, no one uses Demaria. His gold card has got similar stats. Like, he's got the skill moves, the pace and everything, and he's still like 3k or so. He's very, very cheap for a card of that rating. So yeah, like, you don't really see many people use Demaria at all. So I don't really think he's the best for investments. And as I said, with Black Friday coming up, I wouldn't really risk it. Lewandowski is another really good player, but I mean, again, with Black Friday, it's a bit of a risk. But also, I mean, if you're looking at like top-end strikers, you're not really going to see many pros, for example, use Lewandowski because he lacks that pace. He's got a really good card apart from the pace, but I mean, yeah, you don't really see many people using Lewandowski in like the top teams in for Champions, for example. And the Bundesliga isn't that popular this year, so I mean, that's actually a really good deal. If I had a few more coins, wait, is that a good deal? 339. No, it's not. I thought that card was like 30k cheaper than the next lowest by now. But yeah, Lewandowski, I wouldn't really recommend going there because it's quite a risky investment at this time. Riyad Mahrez I quite like. He is really good this year. I have used his gold card and it's very good, and this inform version as well is great. But in the right wing, you do already have Player of the Month Lucas in the Premier League, which is a bit of a downside. This card here, if it wasn't for Black Friday coming up soon, I would definitely invest in. I think if you can get it for maybe 100k or just over that, maybe like 100 to 110k, that kind of price range, I think this would be a really good investment. But I think if he drops to, bearing in mind that we do have Black Friday coming up, if he drops to below 100k, I'll probably pick him up. But I just don't really want to be going into Black Friday with a lot of expensive cards because I want to have as many coins as possible. So I'd recommend focusing more on the cheaper kind of discard price investments that I'll go over in a minute. I'll tell you guys the very best ones in my opinion to get. Now all these guys down here will be around discard price, apart from Ilicic. He'll probably be a little bit more, maybe like 13k or so. Maybe a little higher, but he's not really that usable. That's the issue with this card. He's got 72 pace and he's a winger, so if he was central he'd be good, but on the wing no one's really going to use him. I think he's like 15, 16k right now, and I'd recommend picking him up maybe if you can get him for about 13k, just because of that rating. He could be good for future SBCs. All of these guys there, try and get them for 10k, just bid on them, try and snipe them, anything like that. Jovic has a good card and is in a good league. The Bundesliga's got Player of the Month, so that makes him a good investment there. And then these guys here, like these two are Spanish, so that's always good. Any informs who are discard price from good nations always rise. But what I do is I get every single discard price inform, so every single one of these types of cards here, I get them and just put them in my club, forget about them, and then sell them in a couple of weeks, and they always go up by a few thousand coins, and will make you very, very safe coins. I think Salah's also a good one because he's Argentine, so Aguero, Player of the Month, any other Argentine players who play well, the hype will increase, and they'll go up in price. So they're all pretty good ones, very safe investments, you can't lose out, and good ones to go into Black Friday with, as you're not really going to lose out with these cards crashing in price. And then these guys down here, I've actually been looking at the really kind of low rated gold informs recently, and they're actually good investments. And this guy here, Demaria, I really like as an investment. I've already bid on a load of him. I think I've won about 5 for 9.7k. And the reason I quite like these really bad inform cards is because no one really seems to invest in them. And most people, when they pack these cards, see they don't go for anything, so just discard them. So they actually get quite rare. For example, I invested in an Argentine right back from last week's Team of the Week for 9.5k, and he rose to 15k within a few days of going out of packs. And there were only like 5 pages of him on the market, and that's why I quite like investing in these cards. They're so cheap. Like this guy you can get for 9.3k, I think. So if you can get him for like 9.3, 9.4, 9.5, he's going to go up a little bit in the future, maybe to like 13, 14k, and it's just really safe coins you can make. So these three here are all ones I'd recommend just getting. And Demaria especially, because he's Belgian, so that covers Premier League Player of the Month for Lukaku, De Bruyne and Hazard, and obviously like defenders like Vertonghen and Oldveld and people like that. So I think Demaria is a really nice investment, and so cheap as well. So get every single one of these guys at discard price if you can. Duffy's a really nice investment if you can pick him up for 10 to 11k. I think this guy's a really nice investment as well, because he's probably the best right back in the Bundesliga. He does have a really nice card. And then I think you've got Lala, who you can get for, as I said, kind of like 27 to 30k. These guys if you can get for about 15k or so. This guy may be a little bit cheaper, about 12, 13k. You've got the high-end players that I'd probably just stay away from because of Black Friday. The market is going to crash massively in around a week or two. And then you've got like some decent kind of investments, like you've got Pickford and people like that. But personally, if you're asking for the best investments from this Team of the Week, I would go with Duffy. I think he's very good. I mean, you can mass invest in him. I'll be doing that myself, and I reckon he'll go up like 5, 6k very easily. This guy, I think, is a really nice investment too. And then I'd say Demaria, because he's so cheap and he's Belgian, and probably that's about it for like the best ones. I think all the other guys, like all of these ones here, are all good investments and all kind of similar. I think this Spanish guy here, Fabian's also a really good one. But yeah, all these kind of informs down here are really safe investments, and I guarantee they'll make you profit. So it's very simple. You just want to try and get these guys on bid or snipe them when rewards drop tonight, which is 7 PM UK time. Just keep looking on the market for the next hour or so after that, trying to get good deals. You may take a little bit of time, but try and get the best deals to maximize your profits. You can keep an eye on the market over the next couple of days as well, and just see really how low people drop. I think for the discard price cards like Duffy though, the best time is probably going to be tonight, just sniping them. Loads will come up on the market from rewards, and you'll be able to get them super cheaply. After that, the market typically seems to rebound a little bit, as a lot more people have coins, so player prices go up, and it does make it a little bit harder to get those good deals. But if you try and snipe them or get them on bid over the next, I'd say over kind of like 7 PM to 8 PM UK time, and then beyond that, looking over the next few days, seeing where these prices fluctuate. If you see them drop down again, pick up a few. But all the kinds of cards I show you here are good investments. But personally, I'm going to be staying away from those high-end cards just because Black Friday coming up soon. Market is going to drop down a lot, so you want to have as many coins as possible going into that to invest, and you don't really want to have any risky cards in your club. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know who you'll be investing in down below in the comment section. Leave a like if you did enjoy, and I'll catch you later. Take care.